name is Jaising Sajwan, and today I'm working with Career Launch. I'm one of the director with Career Launcher, Ghaziabad Center. And we have been preparing students for the last 20-25 years for various entrance examination. I myself is serial CAT topper. I have been writing CAT for many years. First time I wrote it in 2001. Along with that, we prepare students for law, IPM, hotel management, fashion, and all these career options. We are the one who have been preparing for it. So today we thought of taking a webinar where we can, take your query and try to answer those questions. That many of the parents and students have this, that how to choose a career option. So may because most of you are connect box where you can write. So what do you mean by a career? I'm waiting for your answer. Let's make it interactive rather than only one side saying. So what do you mean by career? What is a career for you? If you look at the career, this is what we are going to do for the next 20, 30 years of your life. That is a career. And the most important part is that I should enjoy it. So for example, someone said that why you are born on this earth. Do you have any purpose? So I think that purpose is a career. So every person, if knows what is the purpose and does his personality matches with the purpose of his life, I think he would be able to choose a career in the right way. So let's start with the career after class 12, session on this. Now, what happens usually, what people are doing is, people are choosing, they first look at the stream. They decide what they want to do in your life. This is what 90-95% of the population in India or across world, they are doing it. So they just opt for a stream. Some of you after class 10th, they opt for science. Some of them, you said that maths is a tough thing. So you opted for courses like, commerce, or maybe some of you are interested in humanities. You feel, no, I'm not interested in maths, or even I don't like economics. So you may have opted for humanities. Or it may be a case that you have already decided about your career, that I want to become a civil servant. And just after class 10th, you are going to opt for humanities as the subject. So these two things are different. One is whatever come in my way, I choose and I move on. And then I look for a course after class 12. And when I look for a course, I opt for a college. Any college which is available there, I take admission, and then my career happens. But I think it is a responsibility of a person, not only a student, but also of the parents, that what the child wants to do in the future. So for example, there's a person sitting in front of you, and that person says, I want to become an astronaut. Now, I think you have already decided what is the final destination, and you move in the backward direction. Rather than what I'll choose tomorrow, after that, what is the course I'm going to pursue? After that, I'll think about the college. I'll first think about what is the career that I want to offer. And then what are the best colleges for that? Then come the courses. In those colleges, what is the right course for me? And finally, you opt for a stream. So rather than stream, course, college, and career, I would say it is in reverse direction. It is career, college, course, and stream. That is how it should be decided. So let's talk about the career. Usually, students who is studying in class 12, these are the career option. Of course, along with that, these are the career option that he is looking for. Looking for management as a career, law, hotel management, mass communication, BCom honors. If you see in Delhi NCR, people are mad about making it to the college in Delhi University and then enjoying their life there for 3 years. And they're thinking, we'll think about a career after 3 years. Or if we talk about the designing, engineering, medicine, and CA, these are usually the career that people have been opting for. Fine. So let's talk about the first career, that is management. And in between this, you can always raise your hand and ask query. So as I said, you have to decide about your career first, and then you look for the colleges. So if you say you have already decided about the management as a career, you want to become a leader, you want to become a manager in one of the firm, or you feel that I'm the one who are going to create a lot of jobs, or you are the one who is going to head the corporate world, I think that the management is one of the finest career options. So what you do is you have opted for management. Now there are two possibilities. The first one, which is a very famous possibility, is people go for their normal graduation, and after that they opt for the management as a program. So usually this is a course which was considered to be selected only after their graduation. But now the situation has changed. Most of the companies, most of the colleges want people to decide about their career just after class 12. Think about two candidates, both of them passed out from the same MBA college, say same IIM. One is saying, I have studied management for 5 years, and between this, I have worked with 14 to 15 companies. I have worked with them as an intern. The second guy who says that I studied management for 2 years and I have just done one internship. Whom would you like to select? I think the question itself is going to give you the answer. Yes, who has more experience, who have seen all these seasons. For the 5 year he has been studying management. I think a company, a manager, a HR head, the person will be always opting for the person who has studied management more. So there are a lot of job opportunities there. If you see in the multinational managers, the people who have done their MBAs are required. Quick yes. So these are the institutions, these are the companies which are going to hire people. So one very important thing that is there, that is what are the career options there in the management. So management is not only that you go and you start governing. Management is also divided in various sections in the management itself. Now there are more than 20-25 various streams which are coming out from the management. There are analytics, there are financial management, there are marketing, there are human resources, there is supply chain management, there's systems, there's operation. There have been so many of the management stream has come up. Okay, so usually it is divided in 4-5 segments. The first one is the marketing manager, the guy who is going to earn a livelihood for the whole company is the one who is known as a marketing guy. The second one is financial, who is going to manage the finances. That is what is the MBA in finance. Then people who are going to manage the human resources. If you see any of the company, their resources are different, but the most important resource of a company is its human. Fine. So you'll be finding that many of them are into that. Many of the people are also working in operation management. So for example, if you ordered something on Amazon or Flipkart, the guy who's going to take care of all these things, the delivery should be reaching on time. Along with that, efficiency wise, the guy who is going to take the items with him should be able to cover more number of people, so that the price per delivery will come out to be low. That is how the management is divided into. Fine. So of course the MBA is one of, as I said, most of the people are opting it after their graduation. But one thing now which is picking up is people are also planning to go for their MBA program just after class 12. So there are options like BBA, BMS, these are the normal degrees. Now these are the average salary. CAT 2000, 2000, his salary was coming out to be 22 lakh rupees. If you look at Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, the average salary of a guy is coming out to be 8 lakh rupees. If you look at Narsee Monjee, the average salary is coming out to be 6 to 7 lakh. Similarly for Symbiosis also it is from 6 to 7 lakh. And Surajmal, Maharaja Surajmal, which comes under IP University, they are also able to place students at an average salary of 5 lakh rupees. So IIM Indore, 2011, IIM Indore was the first Indian Institute of Management which planned to go for 5-year integrated program. They wanted to start with something which is really going to change the scenario. Today, almost every IIM is planning to enter into this. They are planning to launch their own programs. And 2 of them are already running it, but in future, you can expect 5 to 6 new IIMs are going to start with it. So it is important that, in case of integrated program in management, you are going to proceed from the top college. Because I get to know that there are many colleges, just by seeing IIM Indore, many of the colleges are also starting it. But the problem is, are they able to give you that quality through which you can get a better placement? Moreover, it is also not the placement. The type of experience that you are going to get, if Any college is not able to give you that. It is similar as pursuing a normal graduation. So it is important that you are going to pursue it from the top colleges. Fine. So let's see what they are going to ask. Many of the people are worried that how can you go, how can I go about it? I'm not good in maths. I don't know accountancy. I don't know business management, business studies that they have studied in class 11, 12. The first thing is they are not going to test you on the 12th class subjects. They are going to test you on simple quantitative aptitude, which is till class 10, maths till class 10. A few of the topic can be also from class 11, 12, but most of the part of that will be from up to class 10. Then there is a verbal ability. One of the important part of the management is that you need to have a very good communication skills. You need to convey people what you really want to convey them. And the important thing is you need to have a very good negotiation skills. You cannot negotiate with the people if your communication, if your English, if your verbal part is not good. So that is the reason why the management colleges are testing you in three things. Usually they are testing you on logical reasoning and data interpretation. They are testing you on verbal ability. They are testing you on maths. Maths is one of the most important part. A person who is not capable of solving the basic maths, it is seen that logically these guys are not sound in the businesses. So that is the reason why the maths is given a lot of weightage. So you'll find 20 questions are short answer question, 40 questions are multiple choice question, and 40 questions are the verbal ability questions, which are completely MCQ based question. So you'll find more of maths, you will find more of maths, less of English. But trust me, though you are given for these short answer question, 20 short answer question, 40 minutes are given to you. If you talk about 40 multiple choice question, again 40 minutes are given to you. If you look at English part, which is having 40 questions, again 40 minutes are given to you. But if you look at the cutoff, you will understand that it is not the maths which is the decisive factor. It is only English. On the basis of your score in English, the college decide whether you are in or out. So if you look at in quantitative aptitude short answers, it is considered 36 to 40 is considered an ideal score. That the college will be, the cutoff is ranging between 36 to 40. For MCQ, you need to score from 60 to 68 marks. And for the verbal ability, it is coming out to be 112 to 120. That is considered a good score. But expected cutoff of that will be little lower. Why we are saying it is a good score? Because it is not on this score, on the score of 140, these colleges are going to call you for the interview. But if there are two guys sitting out in front of me, one scored 140, second scored 200, when I give my marks in the interview and I take the cumulative sum of the score, you would find the guys with a higher score will be able to convert it. So you need to understand one part is where the college wants to know, you come, let's talk, and on the basis of that, we will decide. But in case of IPM, it is your 12th marks as well as your IPM score, IPM MAT score, both of these things are important. Of course, the way you are going to talk to the people, the way you are representing yourself, the way you are participating in VAT are also the important criteria through which they are going to decide. Today only it is announced that many of the Indian Institute of Technology, which are pursuing their MBA program like IIT Delhi, IIT Chennai and Roorkee, IIT Madras, sorry, that is not Chennai, IIT Madras, they have planned to take student only basis of the entrance examination because they are finding it, they are not capable of taking interviews of the students through online medium. So they are saying it is completely your CAT score which is going to give you a seat in the college. So I hope you can understand that what is the expected cutoff, and second is what is the good score through which you can make it to the college. Now there is, if you are not able to convert it to the top college, there is another college which is Indian Institute of Management Rohtak, which is also going to test you on the same thing. You'll find that the equal number of questions will be asked from the 4 section maths, quantitative aptitude, which is completely objective type questions, verbal ability, logical reasoning, and GK is again an important thing. So on the basis of these 4 things, the college is going to decide whether you will be in or out. Now, Delhi University, many people have this craze, they want to make it to Delhi University. Sometimes, some people are not able to score very high in their class 12. For these students, there's one more way to make it to the top colleges. If you look at the average placement of Shaheed Sukhdev College of Business Studies, you'll be shocked to know it is giving the highest placement under all colleges in Delhi University. So even if you compare it with the SRCC or compare it with the Stephens or compare it with the LSR, you will still find that the placement of Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies is higher than other colleges. One important reason for that. One is the guy who has done a BCom honors has just studied commerce as a subject. While if you are looking at the person who has studied management, he has added a very important skill in his resume. So that is the reason why the placement of these colleges are around 7 to 8 lakh rupees. And whenever someone is going to take the college to take the students for the placement, they would be always interested how many people have appeared in the competition. There's a lot of ambiguity in among the students who are going to make it to the top BCom university, BCom colleges, BCom honors course college in under Delhi University. Reason is different universities are giving, different boards are giving different type of score to their student. Even under CBSE, the South India is giving a lot of weightage or a lot of free marks to their student. But if we look at North India, the CBSE is not that much flexible. So that is the reason why today the companies are interested in those candidates who have appeared for the competitive exam. And on the basis of that competition, they have already proved themselves. On the basis of it, the corporates are going to take them. So if you see, there's a common entrance examination that these colleges are taking. All colleges under Delhi University which are planning to give the BMS, Bachelor of Management Study, or BFIA, Bachelor of Finance and Investment Analysis. Even if you want to study the economics, that too is application of economics, then also you have to go through the joint admission test. It is known as the DU-JAT, Delhi University Joint Admission Test. So for that, you can find out there are various colleges under BMS. BFIA, there are only 2 colleges. If you are a female child, your chances of making it to the colleges will be higher because there are many colleges. For example, if you are talking about Indraprasth College, if you are talking about Gargi College, or Shahid Rajguru College, these are the colleges which take only the female candidates. So if you are a female candidate, your chances of making it to the Delhi University, even for their flagship program like BMS by FIA, would be always higher. So I hope you can see also the BB Gargi College is there, Guru Tegh Bahadur Khalsa College, Shivaji College is there, all these Gargi colleges there, Lakshmi Bai College is also there. Now, if you look at the number of seats, this year certainly it is going to increase. So far, there are around 600 seats in BMS, 136 seats are in Bachelor of Finance and Investment Analysis. Someone who has already made his life towards the management, towards the financial management. I think that the right way is to make it to the BFIA. One of the finest programs, the average placement is more than 8 lakh. BB is again a program. What do you require? You require 60% marks in your 12th. English and math should be 2 main subjects. English core, not elementary, should be the core subject. Then only they are going to consider you. So 60% marks for the general category. For OBC, it is 54. For PWD students, it is 55%. And for SC, ST, they want just you to just pass the exam, your 12th class examination. Now there are 4 sections, as I said, which will be tested even for the IIM Rohtak. The similar situation is there. You'll find total 100 questions which are divided equally among the 4 sections will be asked in 2 hours. For every correct, you will be awarded 4 marks. For every wrong, 1 mark will be deducted. So you make a mistake in your board examination, you may be given 0. Here, if you are making a mistake, you will not be given 0, you'll be given a negative score. So you need to understand it. Competition is not about, choosing question and then solving it. You have to ensure that whatever you are going to mark, that should come out to be correct. Even if you are sure and the answer come out to be wrong, that shows your fundamentals are not clear. Now, similarly, Narsee Monjee is one of the finest college for MBA. They are also taking students just after class 12. So they have various programs, BSc in Finance, BCom Honors, they have BBA, MMS, these type of programs they are offering. So you can also opt for them. 50% is the criteria required for the BCom Honors. And for the BSc Finance, it is 60% of the marks which would be required. They take a common entrance examination, which is named as an NPAT, online test, 100-minute test. They are going to test you. Fine. So if we look at, they have many colleges. Narsee Monjee has already opened many of its branches, but the best one is the Mumbai one. And you should try, if you're looking for the top colleges, if you feel that you are the one who is going to lead the companies in the future, and you are the one who is going to be the business uncle. For you, it is important that you are going to make it to one of the top institutions. So if you look at their entrance examination, NPAT entrance examination, you'll be finding quant is asked there, English is one which is asked there, reasoning and general awareness is again a topic which is going to be asked there. 120 question, 100 minutes is the time period in which you need to score very high. Then Symbiosis, which is one of the finest college for its MBA and MBA colleges, are also going to offer the BMS program, the BBA program, just after class 12. So they have two centers. One is in Pune and second is Noida. Both of them are good one. So similarly, their pattern is also given similar. As I said, most of the time you will find 4 subjects to be asked. Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University can be one of the viable option if you are a student of Delhi. I'm not talking about Delhi NCR. I'm only talking about the Delhi. If you have done your class 12th from any of the school in Delhi, you're eligible for 85% of the seat. The rest of the 15% of the seats are reserved for the outsiders. So for example, if you are a pass out from Gurgaon or Noida or Ghaziabad, in that case, you are only eligible for the 15% of the seats. Here, Maharaja Surajmal is one of the finest college. The Guru Gobind Singh IP University, there is no negative marking. For negative marking, for a correct answer, there is a 1 mark penalty, and there will be, for a negative mark, there is no, for a wrong answer, there will be no negative marking. Same type of things are going to be asked. There is one important part which is added here as well, which is management aptitude. St. Xavier's, you need to score 70% marks in your class 12. Sorry, it is not 65, it is now 70% marks, and you are eligible for the BMS program. So anyone who has seen the top-notch Bollywood movies where a hero is studying in a college, you must have seen the same picture there. So if you really want to study in the premier institution in the world or India, I would say Xavier's is one of the finest places. So 30% of the weightage is given to entrance, whatever you have done, stage 1 may. It is on the entrance examination, your class 12th, all these things are important. And the 70% weightage is given to the 100 marks that is in the stage 2. So they are going to take your examination in the 2 stages. Let's talk about the law as a career option. The other option, which is very famous now, and the most of the students they are looking for law as a career option. Even if you have studied science or commerce or humanities, you'll find the guys who are making it to the National Law School. How can it be possible a student who has never studied humanities or law in his 12th, how can he convert the law entrance examination like CLAT or IELTS? One of the reason is the people who have taken science in their class 11th and 12th, because they are seeing their friends preparing for IIT JEE, and most of them know that if they really want to survive in this world, they have to compete. So that is the reason why more and more science students are able to make it. In fact, the percentage of the students who are studying in National Law School, I'm only talking about the National Law Schools across India, the highest percentages of the science students, followed by commerce, and humanities comes number 3. So law as a career option, it is one of the finest career option. There was a myth that, only if you want to go in litigation, then only it is one of the good option. But even if you look at today, the corporate world want people who have good knowledge about the law, because any of the foreign company which is working here, if their norms are not clear, if their licenses are not clear, it may be possible that they will be in big problem. So the data is here, 41.25% of the students who are studying in National Law School. This is of 2016, but even the similar situation is there. Bangalore, you will find that it is science student and followed by the commerce student, which was 40%. So let's talk about the IIT JEE and AIIMS and comparison between the CLAT. Now, if you really want to crack an examination and you feel that technology is in your blood, I would say go for IIT JEE. Don't even think about law, IPM, these are not meant for you. But if you feel you're not interested in technology, you feel that I'm really not good in maths, physics, chemistry, but I want to study science, and after that I want to go for some other career option. Trust me, IPM So here also, it is not only, even if you know the former finance minister of India, Arun Jaitley, he was lawyer by profession. Even the butler, Gerard Butler, was also a Hollywood star of 300, is also a lawyer. Barack Obama is a lawyer. Nelson Mandela was a lawyer. Mahatma Gandhi was a lawyer. Jawaharlal Nehru was a lawyer. Pandit Ravi Shankar is a lawyer even today. So there are 22 national law schools which are functional, and they are going to take the score of the common law admission test, that is CLAT. So, and they are going to take it through offline. So far, they have decided that it is offline, and the exam is on 21st of June this year. But God knows the type of scenario that we are facing, where many of the people, they are, facing the lockdown situation, they are not able to go out. I feel it may be quite possible that the entrance examination will change again back to the online medium. So you need it for the next year or maybe this year. This year we are not sure, but so far they have said it is on the basis of offline. But I'm sure that the National Law School will be planning, to go for the online test in the future. That is quite possible. IELTS is again an exam which is an offline test. Symbiosis is an online test, and CET Maharashtra, which is an offline test. Maharashtra CET is an online test. You can also apply for the law through that. In MHCET, it is your CLAT score which is important now. So even the notifications are out last year as well as this year. They have said we are going to consider only your CLAT score. The other career option can be mass communication. A great opportunity. It is not only that you are working for the mass media firms. Even if you look at the digital marketing, even how companies are going to promote and communicate to the people, that is also important. So mass communication is no more limited to the media segment. Every companies are going to hire people from the mass communication. Fine. So some of now, when this thing is at peak, Delhi School of Journalism has started its own entrance examination. And if you look at this, they started in 2017 only. They are going to take a student on the basis of two things. One is English and second is Hindi. So if you want to go for English correspondences, then English will be tested there. अगर आप हिंदी के जो समाचार पत्र हैं उनके लिए काम करना चाहते हैं, हिंदी न्यूज चैनल के लिए काम करना is required there. There's a 5-year integrated program that they are giving. Fine. So they are giving 5-year integrated program. The beauty of this program, now they have decided that after 3 years, if you want to go back to the industry, you want to work there, please go ahead. Work there for 2-3 years and come back and complete your master's later on. So what a wonderful idea. So they want you to actually see it practically happening. So I think you can also try for that if you're looking for mass communication as an option. So along with that, it is an offline test, Delhi School of Journalism. We have already discussed about it. There are 3-4 things which are going to be asked, and there's a penalty of -1 marking, -1 mark if you are going to answer it wrong. As I said, the women have given a lot of weightage in Delhi University. So IP College, Indraprasth College for Women is one of the college which is taking only the women candidate for its mass communication program. So 75% of the marks is required in your best 4 and 85% of the marks is required in English. They're not preparing people for the Hindi communication, mass communication program. They're only preparing for English communication. Now, similarly, the Symbiosis is again a college which is offering this mass communication program. Guru Gobind Singh University has come up with the program. They have a Madhubala Institute of Technology, which is again considered as one of the finest college for the mass communication. Now, design is one thing which is coming up really big in India and even in US. In US, if you want to study design, you need to fetch at least 1 to 1.5 crore rupees. The beauty that in India, the fees is very low because it is most of the designing program are commenced by the government of India. So you can go for the designing program, it is color, shape, there are so many things, even the package that you are seeing, even the companies before launching a product, for example, the Samsung is planning to launch its mobile phone. the cover, how the cover should look, how the mobile phone should look, it is also the part of the designing. So it is not only designing of the textile or designing of the clothes. There are a lot of things which are important here. So National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad is one of the premier institutions which are giving you a 4-year degree. Now Kurukshetra and Vijayawada, they are also starting with these programs, but they are not giving you a degree. They are giving you the bachelor's, it is giving you a graduate diploma program in design. So it is a graduate diploma. It is not bachelor in designing. So the selection process is, there are 2-stage selection process. First is preliminary, second is mains. Similar to IP MAT. The first stage, it is going to be a simple test, and in the second stage they will check that how creative are you. They will be asking you to form design. They'll be asking you the questions where you have to find out odd one out. The visualization, the comprehension, the creativity. These are the 3-4 things which are important there. Now, if you look at the intake, National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad, there are 100 seats. Kurukshetra, as I said, they are giving you graduate diploma, 60 seats. Vijayawada is also having 60 seats. The age should be maximum 20 years by 30th June. If you are interested in fashion technology, if you are the one who is very creative, or you are maybe you are not that creative, you don't want to go for designing, but you are really very good in selling. So I think NIFT is one of the fine institute in this. 2,370 seats are there, and the age criteria is that the maximum age can be 23. So you have to clear the 2 entrance examinations here. First is general ability test and creative ability test, and after that, for the situation test also you will be called. So on the basis of this, you are going to make it to the National Institute of Fashion Technology. They are taking common admission test, which is known as a CAT candidate, and they are going to check your, as I said, general ability test and creativity ability test are the 2 things that they are going to test. In case of more query, you can get back to us. You can call Mr. Akhilesh. His number is here, and Himanshu's number is also here. Now I'm waiting for your query. Please ask any query about any career that you would like to opt for, or you are having doubt. You can ask about it. You can write, the chat box is open. Again, I'm going to, send everyone a hi. You can reply on that. Okay. I think that Jyoti, not now. Later on, you can decide about it. Yeah, Vishwas Kumar. Vishwas, should I switch on your microphone? You can start asking. So I have, switch on all of your microphone, please. You can ask. Okay.
Sir, please tell about BSc.
Yeah, maths and English. If someone has taken as an optional subject, can of course go ahead with it. But these are the things which are required. So if you have not studied maths and English, say for example, you have studied English but not maths, in that case, you cannot apply for it. Both of them are required. So it is not or, it is and. Both of them would be required. Okay, someone was asking, sorry, I missed your question.
Sir, please tell something about BSc.
About BSc?
Yes, sir.
Okay, may I know your name, please?
Sir?
क्या आप अपना नाम बताएंगे? What is your name?
Sir, Harshita.
Harshita.
Yes.
Harshita ji, I tell you, world is changing at a faster pace. I don't know why people don't want to change. What do you want to do after BSc? Our parents did BSc, our grandparents did BA, BSc. We are also doing BA, BSc. If you want to go for research program, I think the ideal thing is go for BSc. If you want to become a teacher, then also the BSc is very good. But if you ask me after BSc, is there a career option if I'm an employer? And frankly speaking, a BSc guy is sitting in front of me. I don't want a chemist. If I want a chemist, I will certainly go for a chemistry honors guy. If I want to do some research in biotechnology, I will be looking for a guy who has studied zoology or botany as a subject. But BSc, if you are doing it from Delhi University, it is very good. But after BSc, again the same question will come there. Whether you were there or not, you have to decide first what is the career that you want to opt for.
So if I would go for lectureship, then is it good?
Yeah, it is a very good idea. But do you know that how many lecturers have been taken in last 5 years by the government or UGC? Do you know how many Delhi University has had in 5 years? If
No.
you plan to go for it, I request you one thing, please visit once Delhi University. People have been working for the last 15-20 years with the Delhi University on contract basis. The
Yes,
number
sir.
of people who are taken as a teacher in the last 5 years, you can count them on your fingers. And I'm not joking, it is a fact. So if you want to become a lecturer, there are so many people who after clearing NAT, they are not able to get the job because the government is not able to increase their finances. The situation now it is today, I don't think that there will be a lot of grants for the universities. The government has already lost a lot of money. So if you plan that I want to do my BSc and after that I will do, ma'am, for last 10 years, people have been preparing for NET exam, NET exam, and after that they are applying for various university. And the best that anyone can get is he will get a job on contract basis. If you are happy with that, please go ahead. Otherwise, I will not recommend. If you want to become a scientist, you
Yes,
want
sir.
to clear a CSIR examination, then it is really good one. But just for lecturership, I would not recommend it.
So the salary is also not good.
Ma'am, salaries, forget about the salary, there are no jobs. And if you don't believe on me, just go to Hindu college. I'm not saying even the low level colleges, go to the top college, Hindu college, Stephen College, and ask the physics honors and history honors guys. Ask them that how many of them are placed.
So
You'll be
the
finding all
situation.
of them are working as a sales job, all of them are working as a clerical job. Most of them are working as a clerical jobs.
So this is same for all the courses and BScs or subjects. For all the subjects, the situation is same.
One very strange thing with we people are, whatever our parents have done, we are also planning to do that. It is not required, ma'am. How many accountant you will hire when you have a software where you enter all of your detail?
Yes,
I
sir.
don't think that so many accountants are required in companies. You need to understand what are the future prospects of a career. So if you ask me BSc, sorry, I would not like to recommend for that. Because again, you will come up to the same question, what after BSc? Okay, there's one more question. How viable it is for PCM student to go for IPM rather than IIT? Akhilesh, there's a very interesting thing. If you look at IIT, the average placement, I'm talking about this year, the average placement of the student is 12 lakh rupees. And I'm talking about take IIT Delhi. The average placement is 12 to 14 lakh rupees. And the average placement of IPM is 22 lakh rupees. This itself is going to tell you what is the situation. And I'm not talking about IIT Guwahati. I'm not talking about Hyderabad. I'm not talking about low level IIT. I'm talking about India's number 2 IIT. So there are so many engineers are there. If you are making it to the CES, if you look at a engineer who has pursued his engineering in, computer science, you'll be finding that most of them are not going for the computer science. They're going for a career where the financial things are used. Why? Because the average placement is more. So today, all these degrees are alike. After that, it is all dependent on you. What type of caliber do you have? But yes, if you are an engineer, your weightage is more. But if you are IPM, it is the best possible career option in terms of money, in terms of career. I'm only talking about these two things. Someone is interested in becoming a teacher, it is absolutely fine. It is not only the money that gives you happiness. So comparing to IIT, I think it is much better to go for IPM program. There's no doubt about it. And even for that reason, I will say the law is also a good option. Yeah. Any query? Sorry,
Sir,
who
I
is
have
this?
one more question. Hello, sir. I have one more question.
Yeah, please.
Sir, on the basis of class 12 percentage, in which courses we can take admission without giving entrance exam?
Without?
Giving entrance exams.
Ma'am, you can go for BSc Maths honors. You can go for Physics honors, Chemistry honors. You can go for BCom honors. You can go for BCom past courses. You can go for BA Hindi honors, BA Sanskrit honors, BA Buddhist studies, There are so many courses other than the BMS, all other program and DFI and DB, all other programs are free for, and all other programs, the students are taken only on the basis of their 12th class performance.
This,
I'm
it
talking
is
about the
not
Delhi University.
yes, so it is not possible for fashion technology.
Fashion technology, Delhi University is not offering. NIFT is offering without entrance examination, no one takes you. Ma'am, actually, you know, when we reach at the age of 17, 18, we become very happy that we have got independence. And the government and the colleges also understand now you are independent. The school was decided by your parents. On the basis of how much money they were carrying in their pocket was, you know, that was the factor which was deciding your school. But when it comes to the college, all of you are at par. There's only one entrance examination through which the best students got selected. Fine. Is it clear? I think your question is answered. Okay. Any more query?
So yeah,
Anyone having any more query? Yeah, IPM, making IPM is much easier. IPM, it is 17,000 people only writing the test. But if you look at the IITs, please switch on your microphone. Lot of noise is coming. But if you look at IPM exam, you'll be finding it is only 17,000 people writing. So if you talk in percentage of, you know, success, in percentage of conversion, I think IPM and law are much easier than IIT and JEE. I hope your question is answered.
so what is
Okay.
the difference between fashion technology and fashion designing and
See,
other
there are
fashion?
two things. Yeah, very nice question, ma'am. Fashion technology is where you are not only interested in, you know, designing something, you are also taking care of
So you are
sales.
not audible.
You're,
Hello.
I'm not audible. Can you hear me now?
Still, it's there a problem.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello. Can you hear me? Okay. So when we are talking about the designing means you need to be very creative. You are only interested in designing. You are not worried about other things. But it is the fashion technology guy who is going to tell which type, how and which type of models are to be used. How the designers are going to present it in front of the people. So it is not only designing which is important, it is the technology also which is the important part. Things. I'm the one who is going to catch the various, you know, textile firms and saying that I want this particular fiber to be used. I want to reduce price. For example, there's a wonderful thing that someone has designed. But if the price, it is the responsibility of the NIFT, you know, the management guy to bring it down and, you know, do the changes in the fiber and other things so that the price can be under control and the sales can be increased. So I hope you can understand, one is only doing designing, second is doing all other things other than designing. Any more query? Anyone having any more query? Any question that you have? One last thing I would like to add here. Anyone who wants to make a career, if you are getting admission very easily in your college, trust me, you are going to struggle in the future. If you are going to compete, fight with the people. And then if you are going to get an admission in the college, your chances of success will be very high. This is the only mantra I would say. If you are getting something by very easily by paying money, for example, someone is going to MIT University or Sharda University and paying money and getting admission, you may buy a degree, but sorry, you will not be going to get a career until you are not exceptionally well. So I hope you can understand why the entrance examination has a big role to play. So please, on these things, you can decide that which are the best colleges. If you want to study in the best college, the other thing is the rest of your life, 35 to 40 years of your working life will be decided by only one thing. That is not by your father's name, that is not by your mother's name, that is not by your surname. That will be only decided by one thing, that is college name. the course that you have done. So your today decision is going to impact the rest of your life. Fine. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.